Welcome to Ag Shorts. I'm Kalen. With me is my co-host, Brandon. He happens to be my father. But this week, just like the last two shorts, is prep. This week is branding week prep. What goes into prepping for branding every single year?
You got to start with having some calves. That's always
Well,
helpful.
that's a
A
kind of a
couple months
requirement.
before. Yeah. Um, it's getting the corrals ready, um, making sure the chutes, gates, everything is set. And I got to do some work on a little gate into the chute, that tailgate. That isn't working great. A couple of welds broke, so we'll have to do some repairs, and it's just repairs on that, making sure your chute is okay. We got a calf table, and so just making sure everything works on it. Again, there's a spot I need to do a little grinding that we discovered from last year, and of course, you know how that is. You put things away, you think, okay, I'm gonna grind this down, or this little pinch point,
Then you have
and you
360
forget
days
about
to
it.
forget about it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And then, but I will get that done. We'll have to work on that. Um, it's thinking about as you get closer, you got so many head of calves, so you got to prep for what vaccines I'm going to need, how many I'm going to need, and getting those ordered. Sometimes everybody's doing the same thing at the same time, and so there might be a little supply loss locally. And I'd rather purchase locally from some of our vendors that they're feeding their kids here too. So I try to do that if we can. If you're not, then you may have to send for it. There's one actual supplier that sends some stuff out that I was a little nervous the first time sending vaccines through the mail, but they did an outstanding job, and it got to us. The first thing I did is I opened that box up, and that vaccine, it was packed well, and it was nice and cool, still refrigerated. And it was like, okay. So I've done, I think that has happened twice for various things, but yeah, they did a good job. You know, that's what happens when you deal with people that are reputable, even if they're through the mail. So vaccines are huge. We're past the banding and tagging portion of that because we do that when they're hitting the ground when we're calving, but putting everything in place where we need it to be. Some of the temporary corrals that we use, dividers, things like that, and then getting those people that want to come out and experience what we do.
It's becoming bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, and yeah, it is. And
Um,
and it's really about not so much the work, because it's work, and it's stressful on me and your mom especially, because you feed a lot of people, and you got to prep for that, and getting them, those that are going to be there, those that are not going to be able to make it, and it's okay if they don't. I mean, that's just the way it works. Have a more of a It's a big reason to get a lot of good friends together,
yeah.
and some family thrown in there with them, and people get to know each other, and they see each other once a year, and you can kind of tell they got kind of a relationship because they're here with us, and they know what the work is going to be like. We try to make it fun, have a good time, but also get business taken care of, and then afterwards eat a big old meal, and maybe have a drink or two, and just kind of hang out. But there's not a lot to the prep work really, because our corrals are in good shape, minus a few small things like that welding job I need to take care of. And we really wouldn't need to do that, uh, honestly, because we picked that tailgate up anyway. But it's a good time of the year to get that kind of stuff done and prepped
Mhm.
for any time, because you never know what's going to happen. We may need to bring a cow in and doctor her for some reason, but and then you would need that. So um, the the work area, having grass knocked down, so you're not walking through a bunch of hopefully tall grass that time of the year. We can only hope we have that problem. And then thinking about who's going where as you brand, and because you literally are prepping for that, which cows are going to which pastures,
20
and
seconds.
then put that together for dividing them up as they come out of the chute. And that's kind of some paperwork stuff, and the sorting, thinking about where things are going. Other than that, you just do it, and then you're done, and it's eat and drink beer.
All the prep work, but That's it. All right. That's us with prepping for branding.